Welcome, welcome. So glad you guys came on over. I liked, he wasn't the first, but I did see this and I had a laugh. Sparkwood 21 raid, but then you knew that. Because the actual first, of course, was Big Al of Big Al Presents, way back at 7:06. That's like two and a half hours ago. Thank you, Big Al. Probably not still here, but thanks so much nonetheless. Of course, Connie says, hail to the chat. Hail, hail, Connie. And Tim saying, get on with it. Yes, yes. I had to give Netter long enough to get her stream set up as well.
Yeah, because my wonderful husband did give me the thumbnail. He just forgot to send me the link.
Yes, exactly. JPRPH1, howdy, howdy. Nate, sup, people? And of course, like I said, Sparkwood 21 raid, salute, deleted scenes. Long time no see. Curtis Selby, hail. Deleted scenes dropping the fedora, the mumbler, the logo, and the Canarble Wagon. Because he is a member. In fact, he is a VIP member. I super appreciate that. Really helps keep the lights on. Let me tell you, my friends, you guys are wonderful. And JPRPH1 making the rounds over to Netter's side too to encourage her as well.
He's my first and only. So what, y'all don't want to say hi to me?
Well, you know what, guys, at this point, we're simulcasting it, but it doesn't really much matter. I think Netter is, if she hasn't gotten to her monetization, she's really, really darn close. And I figure if I don't get to my 4,000 by the end of the week, then definitely by the end of the month, I will be there.
Do you know how many hours you still need?
It depends on which scale I look at. It's either about 180 or about 90. It depends. I have a hard time reading the analytics. The two different places give it two different ways. Doesn't matter. Point is, I'll either have it by the end of this week or I'll have it by the end of the month for sure. Because you guys are rocking it for me. Super appreciate it. Wow, 8,200 and some odd. Yeah, deleted scenes is the big boy on the block for sure. Yeah, Curtis, she's either really, really close or she's already made it and she hasn't gotten the announcement yet. So we got to wait and see what.
I don't want to jinx anything.
Right.
So I want to see what it's like at the end of the week. And then I can tell you better then.
So really quick, just to bring us all up to speed. Raj Blake, a big anti-establishment rebel, got his memory erased. His family was assassinated, but he was made to think that they'd been sent to the outer colonies. He was alerted by the other rebels. Yeah, all your memories are fake, and everybody that lives in the city is being drugged to make them docile. And why don't you come to one of our meetings? And when he goes and hears what everyone had to say, and he starts to remember things, it kind of freaks him out. And then the Federation shows up to kill all the rebels, and he's the only one that survives. And they don't kill him because they don't want to make a martyr out of him. So they bring him back and put him up on some made up charges. This may sound familiar. He was made to look like he did bad things to kids, and of course because they can fabricate evidence and make people believe things. He didn't even get a chance to defend himself, and he's found guilty, and he's sent on sent to the penal colony of Cygnus Alpha. Well, on the way there, he meets up with some other prisoners, and they stage an escape, and three of them escape. Blake, Jenna, and Avon are able to get a hold of an advanced alien ship that Callie is able to fly, she establishes a telepathic link with the main computer Zen, and subconsciously christens the ship the Liberator. They continue on to Cygnus Alpha to try and rescue the rest of the prisoners. They're only able to make it out with a few others, specifically Villa and Gan. Most of the rest get killed. And their next stop is another colony world where they had hoped to make contact with another cell of rebels. Unfortunately, most of the rebels there had been killed. One of the survivors, Callie, an empath and telepath, she was getting ready to sacrifice herself to try and take out the Federation outpost there. And Blake's like, no, just tell us what you know. We'll help you out. Nobody's got to die here. Live to fight another day. And so she ends up joining their crew. So what do we have? We have Blake, Avon, Jenna, Callie, Villa, and Gan. That's 6. If you want to include Zen, that's the 7 of the Blake 7, but I will tell you that there is going to be another member of the crew this season. So that's where we left off last week. This week's episode is called The Web. I remember this being not one of my favorite episodes, but they can't all be winners. You got to expect that sometimes. And who knows? Maybe as I rewatch this, maybe I'll find some things that I'd forgotten about it that I do enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and get us started out. Nate is saying the Earth Federation are some sick puppies to implant those kids with memories of being abused. Yeah, that's just it. He didn't do those things, but they believe that he did. And they remember him doing it because they were implanted with those memories. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's taking gaslighting to a new level. Oh, yes, and we also found out that Gan has one of those chips in his brain, like Elon wants to give everybody. So, an inhibitor chip. Oh, and Big Al is with us. Welcome, Big Al. We were saying that you were the first like 2.5 hours ago. Didn't know if you'd be here for this. Okay, I'm going to get us going. You guys, most of y'all are already in Cosme, but if you're not, that link is right up at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and get it started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, my Cosme link is now playing too.
Oh, there you go. Ba, 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 ba. Wow. Yeah, these first 5 episodes were all written by Terry Nation. And you see that big bubble there? Makes you think that maybe this is the lost episode of The Prisoner or something.
No, that one movie we saw with the spiders over the whole town.
Oh, yeah, Kingdom of the Spiders. There's that
With
element of
Shatner.
it, too, yeah.
That's not one match. That would take care of the whole thing.
Well, we'll see if they think of that here. I'm French. Why do you think I have this outrageous accent? Exactly. There you go. Spot on. Plastic lawn chair. That's the furniture of the future. Yeah, this
This
is a
episode
very
of Twin Peaks is weird.
yeah. This is a very Doctor Who-ish feeling type episode. Bad special effects. I feel like it's a filler episode. You're absolutely right, Curtis Selby. Terry Nation, the creator of the Daleks.
So what was left over from those other creatures
Mm-hmm.
in the last episode?
Remember, Callie's the new one, so it's very possible, that she's got some ulterior motives. Maybe she hasn't integrated into the crew just yet. That's called sabotage.
She's a tulpa.
You expect her to pull out a cigarette and say, "Fuck you, Villa." Close enough. Why is she going back the other way? That's not where she was going. I actually really like this. Is one of my favorite outfits of his this season. Looks a little Klingon. See, the nice thing about Avon is he's always suspicious of everybody.
He wasn't suspicious then. He told her what she wanted to know, and now she's going to sabotage something.
They are going to be re-releasing this on Blu-ray. I don't know if it's being remastered. I assume it is, but this is not it. This is from the original British DVD release. Yeah, some of those animations, which are the same style of animation that was used in Monty Python. That form of animation. Sometimes it looks really good. Sometimes it looks god awful. Yeah, he knew it right away. Well, Villa's like laid out. but she doesn't. Except for the weird epaulets. I think that Jenna's outfit's really smart looking.
He can't kill, but he can disarm.
I love that because they were all working together. It was like they all, as soon as they saw Gan there, it's like, okay, we know what he's up to. We got to do a distraction, and each one of them played their part. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. We go from Twin Peaks, where we're speculating and imagining and thinking what it might be all about. This one's pretty straightforward. We got an alien mutant who's a telepath who's controlling Callie to make them bring the ship to that planet. Yeah, that's right. That's the last he would remember. Come on, let's be reasonable here. It's not really Callie's fault.
Hmm.
Oh, it helps that the bomb is going tick, 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 tick. That makes it easier to find.
Well, what helps is that's the only thing in the room.
Space Fraggle says he learned how to use the memes.
You're dysfunctional.
Well, automatic reaction. I'm as surprised as you are. Didn't mean to save you.
It's like, okay, so can you repair it now?
Yeah. Now that it's blowed up, can you fix it? Welcome, welcome, Lucifer Lucero. It's ironic pseudonym given the message you bring, but thank you. Jesus is coming soon, morning or night on you. Many trumpets will sound. Everyone's an alien, Dave.
Well, true, if it's Uncharted.
I mean, he's not wrong. And that we're not sure is there. They're literally flying through a web in space. Welcome, Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank. Glad to see you. Well, your head got blown out in lumps, not like anything you were using. Flash Gordon would be an awesome movie for a movie night in the future. Just saying. That is not a bad idea. I think we did that recently with Big Al Presents, but I could see doing that on a Monday night. Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers, maybe. And thank you very, very much for the contribution, Space Fraggle. Joshua Mowdy, welcome. Okay, I got Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers written down. We are in the holiday season, so I do have some twofers planned out. So I'll fit it in where I can. Otherwise, it'll be after the first of the year, possibly.
He's got a point there. They were used to talking too.
I have to say, sounds interesting. Would you believe I didn't totally enjoy Doctor Who because of the budget? Yeah. Netter and I have watched. I have not all of the released episodes of Doctor Who and reconstructions of the lost episodes. We've watched them all, and some of the earlier ones are pretty hard to get through.
Yeah, when they just have a picture and then there's words and it's like, okay, can we actually see something else?
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Now Jenna's being controlled.
So eyes are bulging out. She must be possessed. Okay, how is Kelly free now?
Hmm.
Why is Callie walking around free?
Because she's got her brains back, I guess. I don't like the sound of anything I heard.
The
The newer Doctor Who, and I bring it up because I had just read that the creator of this show is the same. Well, actually, the creator of this show is Terry Nation. He's the one who created the Daleks. He wasn't. He was very influential in Doctor Who, but not specifically a creator of Doctor Who. Yeah, there's actually. I consider there to be three eras of Doctor Who. There's old Trek, there's new Trek, and then there's woke Who. It is the prisoner battery. I like the fact that they bother to check atmosphere, something they never do on Star Trek.
yeah.
I call it Dr. WTF. Everything from the last quality episode on has been some post Doctor Who children finger painting with feces.
The least people.
Yes. It's the people of Kale. Really?
Yeah. It can
He's
also
not
control
wrong.
her on the ship. So what difference does it make?
That's true too. That has been a thought, Joshua. The idea of someone doing a remake and maybe doing it in the style of those Peter Cushing movies. You know, taking whole story segments from the original run and kind of making them a little bit more succinct. If they did that, you could do whatever 30 some years of Doctor Who in a much shorter period and reestablish all of the lore. But honestly, I don't want any of the people that are currently working on it to be involved. Space Fraggle, are you dropping memes from the last show that we watched?
How? It didn't have poison on it.
Yeah, I suppose so, Nate. Yeah, they've improved the lore on the Daleks since the beginning.
That's a kid.
Yeah, that's pretty rude. The idea that they can hover, that they're basically like a hover tank. They can fly. They have access to time travel too.
She walks like a robot.
Yeah, I forget what their deal is. Yikes.
Not easily. Okay, it was a scratch before. Now half of its hand's missing.
Yeah,
Here, let me put some liver on it. That guy wears more makeup than I do.
Yeah.
In your hand, it's all shiny.
Oh, look. Patio furniture.
All you gotta do is ask.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently into space, even.
I like how they say come, but they want him to go first, like he knows where he's going.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm understanding, Joshua. I'm picking up Watcher, putting down here Buck Rogers. Go ahead and give him a jingle to see if those Daleks' wheels really roll. Sorry, man, I don't follow. You need a tardigrade to traverse the mycelium network. The mycelium network! Yes, John! Oh, you gotta go walk the dog? I see what you're getting at. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll probably be here when you get back.
Yeah, they're expecting to kill one or
Yeah, yeah. This is a little like the Ewoks, right? Primitive, but they're intelligent.
he's a likely thing.
You know, they definitely seem to.
Why are you ducking? It's not like the glass is breaking.
Well, it's a reflex. You see something flying at you, you're gonna duck. Oh, absolutely, Connie. Drop your channel links, plural, for Space Fraggle. They really do look like they're made out of cabbage. Yeah, that's what those creatures are out there.
You created them, and now you want to kill them.
Yep.
Jerks.
Because nature finds a way.
You know how many moms have said that?
Yeah,
I
true.
gave you life. I can take it away again.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
Yeah. Look, it's a water cooler.
Well, yeah.
Well, not when you're being so freaky.
Exactly.
And what's to stop me from unplugging you right now?
Right. Exactly. Welcome, Wade. Good to see ya. He already teleported down. Well, sort of a friend. I like that the way they said we will help, and then he turns and looks back at the brain dude because that's really who he was talking to him. Now that he knows that,
Yeah.
yeah, bonk bonk on the head.
I'm certain that her outfit is made out of one of those space blankets. You know, it's all kind of tinfoil.
It's probably Mylar
Yeah,
or
it's
something like it.
space blanket.
Yeah, good question.
Why didn't he just bury the entire case?
Because it's easier to bury the cylinders.
know. He gave up easy.
Well, he's got very limited choices here.
Like, our lives mean nothing to you? Well, then you're not getting cells without us.
I was going to say, people do not, they don't play poker very well. You take the two cells and destroy them, and you say your lies don't mean anything to us. Mutually assured destruction. You will listen to us, or we all die.
What they need to do is unplug the little floaty head.
Yeah.
Oh, they got in. Let's take out these 2 plastic cups and put in 2 more plastic cups.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Space Fraggle, if you go to the description for the video, all of the members' channels are linked there. You can just click on Connie's name. So what they did was they let the little buggers in so they could destroy everything, basically get their revenge. Looks like it's working. There you go. Get them up. Well, they're dead.
Yeah.
They're more than dead. They're a hamburger. I hadn't thought about that, but you're absolutely right. It's the island of Dr. Moreau. That's basically what this story is.
Go get the head in the jar.
Yeah, you're dead, pal. I mean, and he totally had it coming, right?
They had it coming all along.
Kinda, yeah. Basically lose them.
Well,
Yep,
Bruce has got a point.
yep. On to Kintaro. Yeah, ivermectin beam. Yes, exactly, John. So next week, the episode is called Seek, Locate, and Destroy. And we are introduced to a new antagonist, a new villain of the episode. Lady Miss, did I say hi to you earlier? I don't think you started out with us tonight, but welcome, welcome.
Saying that we missed you.
And she says, I haven't seen this show before. You showing it, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Well, see, this is, and I don't think maybe I never made this really clear as I was sharing this. This was a show that I loved back in the 80s. It showed here, at least in the Chicago area on PBS, just like Doctor Who did. The show lasted for 4 seasons, and it definitely was not as well known in the Chicago area as Doctor Who. I became aware of it basically through sci-fi conventions. Back then, they used to show episodes. In they what are now panel rooms. They had rooms where they were showing episodes of Blake Seven, Doctor Who, Star Trek, and so forth. And a buddy of mine that I went to high school with was real into this show, and we watched it every Sunday night. It was a late night Sunday night thing. Hacked. Yes, because Troy hacked into a Doctor Who episode. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm showing it, because it was never released fully here in the United States. All the episodes played through on PBS in select cities. It was released on VHS, and I think it was like 2 episodes per VHS. So you can imagine how much room that took up. And I was getting them, but they never finished the series. And it was never released on DVD here in the United States. So, once, computers became a thing with DVD drives and stuff, I was able to obtain, from overseas, the British version. And, I can watch those now. And I figured, well, I'd share it with you guys because I figured most of y'all hadn't seen it. And again, it's another one of those things that probably flew under most people's radar. But this is some good stuff. And just as Nate pointed out, that tonight's story was essentially a retelling of The Island of Dr. Moreau, you're going to see that... yes, some of it is derivative, but Blake Seven also laid the groundwork for a lot of other shows. It inspired what's his name? The guy that did Firefly. He said he drew a lot of inspiration from this show. He even lifted whole lines out of it. In fact, I think one of them is coming up in the next episode, in fact, and I will point it out to you. Most of you guys will probably recognize it when you hear it. What is it about What is it about sci-fi that likes to play late on Sunday night? Yeah, I don't know. In my area, there used to be a show, Blake Seven on PBS, but it was usually after my bedtime. Yeah. And my older brother, Junior, used to tell me about it, but until now I'd never seen it. Yeah. See, yeah, it was late night. Blake Seven, Doctor Who. There was a show. There was a series. It was kind of a mini series called The Tripods. They all played on PBS late nights on Sundays. Joss Whedon, that was his name. Thanks, deleted scenes. Not seen it yet. It's really good. Connie Cleary grew up watching Blake Seven. Yeah, I figured someone would have. I figured I wasn't the only one. And you've connected with Connie. That is wonderful. So that is Blake Seven for this week. Not much to deep dive on. It's just a good story and pretty straightforward. And I love it, and I'm glad you guys are loving it too. So thank you for the recommendation, Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers. That will be a double feature at some point in the near future. And you guys all know what's coming up. Next thing will be Thursday night over on Netters Network for, it's just going to be her and I chit-chatting. We don't have another guest, but we're going to give you a little bit of an update. We'll give you an update on where we are on our watch hours and where we are in terms of monetization and the future of the channel. And that's it. That's it from me. Netter?
Well, you've already said everything.
Yep.
So, excuse me, I had to burp.
It happens.
As I mentioned on Deleted's channel, please make sure that you are subbed to me and Troy, since we are the only panel right now, as well as every member of the chat. And if you think you're sub, please go back and double check you're still sub, because YouTube.
Right.
And with that said, this is going to sound very familiar. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping those comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room. We're enjoying each other's company. And we're having a great time. Excuse me. And you guys, you know you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys so very much. And we appreciate you so much more than my words could say. The way that you guys encourage us and encourage one another in the chat, the way you support us, you just can't put a price on that. It's immeasurable. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Absolutely, guys. Super appreciate every single one of you. You guys really are awesome. Space Fraggle says, thank you. I don't have my own videos, but I think I got some good ones to go through. I'm kind of new to the format of YouTube. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. And with that, I want to thank all of you guys. If they call Star Trek fans Trekkies, what do they call Blake Seven fans? There must be something. I don't know. Don't know. I'll look into it and see if I can figure it out. I'll find out for you. But I thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to wrap it right here. So have a great one. And we'll see you on the next one, which should be Thursday. Take care, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Good night, ladies.
Good night, sir.
Hit it, sweetheart.